we won't have so many people to compete
Oh,
against.
good morning, everybody. How's it going?
I do not know. It is not early, but for some reason I'm a slow mover today.
I'm not.
Well, I know you did your 11-minute cold plunge today, so that got you awakened.
I'm ready to go, and I'm just like,
you just want to get warm again.
yeah. Well, it's just amazing how it really wakes you up.
Yep.
And it's as you get used to it, you can just get right in. Right now, you step in and no, that's nothing.
I know. I'm actually thinking I will do that maybe after a workout, but I'm a fearing the first dip.
Yeah, the first one is the worst because you can only get like the biggest thing is make sure you breathe when you first get in because don't need a heart attack.
Well, I think I've only died once, but oh wait, no, I haven't done that yet.
Oh, you never know.
It'd be an interesting picture. Have Karen come out and why is he not moving?
I want to make sure everything's good on our sound settings because I messed you up one day and I don't.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you make me sound like a giraffe?
No, you sound like Mickey Mouse, but it was still good. We still got the things across.
Mickey makes some good points every now and then.
Today I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So
I didn't say she was crazy. I said she was
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway. So right now I'm going to just get into my stuff. We'll get into your
Do
stuff.
it.
And then I want to show a few things for especially agents who are watching. But
Yep.
Right now we have a locking position.
Locking.
Meaning that if you have a contract that come in, lock it. Don't mess around right now. I get most of my information from MBS Highway, which is Barry Habib's place. So thank you, Barry Habib, for helping us. So basically this was happening yesterday. We had a rally because the CPI came in where they thought it was going to come in at. It's amazing whoever comes up with these ideas of what it's supposed to come in at. And I was asking Tom Bryant yesterday at Rotary, I'm going, how do they come up with that? He goes, the government comes up with those numbers. So of course,
so it's all made up.
Yeah, it's all made up numbers. So basically they want to set us expectations. So they're going to lower that expectation or raise it to have it come in and match it. I'm like, that's just kind of BS.
Well, it is.
But the biggest thing right now is where the 10-year treasury note is. It's 3-4 something. I have to pull it up right now, but where it's and the 3-month treasury is 120 inverted. That means they're real close to the opposite. And that is a huge sign of recession. The question really is it going to be a hard recession or a soft landing? And a lot of people are thinking we're going to have a soft landing.
That's all I've been reading.
Yeah. But whatever. And so that's all the news today. There's hardly anything. And the next week's even worse. Monday, we're closed for MLK Day, which is Martin Luther King's birthday or day.
Celebration
day. And then Tuesday, there's no news.
Mortgage applications, producer price index.
Right. Oh, retail sales and the house, NHB housing market is the, national thing for new homes.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday is housing starts a permit, initial job claims, and Friday's existing home sales. So I assume existing home sales are going to be down because you can only sell what's on the market, and we don't have a lot on the market.
Wait, is that how it works?
I think so.
I
mean, and everybody, you keep hearing out there how bad the market's going to be, and it's going to go down. No, all right. So rates went down this week. I don't want to quote a rate because I'll get into trouble, but let me just say hypothetically, I saw a difference almost 0.5%.
Right. And then you read like the article I was reading this morning, it kind of caught my eye. It was negative, of course.
Right.
It kind of caught my eye, and they were touting how horrible the interest rate was. And I'm thinking, God, historically, that's about our average. And they were quoting 6.5.
I saw VA at like 5 3/8 just a couple of days ago.
That's awesome.
And so somebody asked me what the difference. I was, a couple of clients, and so I just went in and I put in at a 760 FICO score, 400,000 loan amount, VA. What's the rate, right? And it came back at par was at like 5. And when I'm just talking, I'm not getting closing costs, APRs,
right,
all that kind of stuff, but just what par means. There's no cost to that rate. We're zero. And it was like 5 3/8 or something like that.
See, I think that's a good interest rate.
Compared to where we were, that's an excellent interest rate.
Yeah.
That means in a couple more months, when this inflation number keeps coming in and keeps coming lower, I think it's going to jump up in June, but keeps coming lower and lower. That means we'll be in 4s before you know it for government.
Well, when inflation comes down and we finally meet the administration's new definition of recession, right?
Right.
So, and what happens traditionally during recession? interest
our
rates
rates
drop.
go down.
Yeah. So
what are you going to do about it?
what you gonna do? I'm
When
gonna
they
have some
come for
cereal.
you. Bad boys.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, it's finally gave it to me.
Did it?
Yeah. So
What does it say?
all right, I'm going to share a screen, guys. I don't know if anybody's been playing around with the Chat GB.
I don't know if a lot of people know what chat.
Yeah. Anyway,
is.
so it's
GBT.
GBT.
Yeah.
It's the AI that will write things for you, basically.
Take over the world.
Yeah. So when I was doing the things for today, I was like, inversion, I want to be able to explain this. I dropped it in there and it came back. The yield curve, or the difference in interest rates between long-term and short-term government bonds, is often used as an indicator of economic activity. An inverted yield curve, where the short-term rates are higher than long-term rates, is considered a sign of an impending recession. 120 basis point inversion between the 10-year Treasury note and the 3-month Treasury note is significant and often viewed as a strong indicator of a coming recession. However, it's important to note that yield curve inversions have preceded past recessions, but not every inversion has been followed by a recession. So, all right. So so it explained my little quick,
Right.
what that is, and that's great. But what's great about this for you, anybody who hates writing,
Right. Yeah.
right? It takes me forever to write something. So that yesterday I was playing around with it, and I'm like, how could real estate agents use this? Right now. So what I did is I actually, okay, that's the,
You went to an existing listing in
well,
Realtor.com?
I'm gonna get that let me find that one first. No, that's all my mortgage stuff I've been playing with. I think it's this one. It's a little slow because everybody's using it.
Well, I told him not to tell you guys, but he told you. So
all right. So what I did is I went to Realtor.com and I grabbed what someone had put for a description for a property, and it said custom updated single story home featuring 3 cars, blah blah blah. So it's this one right here. If you read it, can you read it, Mike? I can't tell if you can.
It's pretty tiny, but
I can't help.
Yeah,
that.
I can see that. You know what? At 61, I can still actually read that. So
there you go. It's bigger now.
Open kitchen concept with a fantastic quartz countertop.
Right. So I said, all right. So I took that and I dropped it in it, and I said, can you make it better? So this is what it came up with, which is better.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, if you go up to the agent's description, perfect for entertaining huge oversized master bedroom. That's an interesting sentence.
You're talking about up here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then I said, it's an updated single story, perfect for downsizing while still having extra space for whatever. And I said, okay, can you make it better, please? This stunning updated, right?
Yeah.
So it went through and made it better. And then I said, make it more intelligent. And it went through there. But the best one I said was, I was trying to make it more slant toward female. And it says, that is not appropriate to do in certain gender preferences. However, I can revise it to make it exclusive and neutral in terms of gender for everybody. And look at that one. That is like the best one. It's a beautiful design, an updated single story home, and perfect choice for anyone looking to downsizing. Look, I mean,
we'll still have extra space for guests or in-laws. Yeah.
If you read this over that first one, which on Realtor.com or any of that, this is the first one you're going to go, hey, clients, hey, agent, I want to go see this one. Look at that. What an amazing. And you can use this for anything. But then I'm like, okay, what if?
Yeah. What if?
Okay. So I said, okay. So it came up with this, right? And I said, all right, now I want to send it out to my prospective buyer. Yes, I'm a loan officer, but this would be for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so turn it into an email to my prospective buyer. Here's the email. Dear, you change
your dream home awaits.
I hope this email finds you well and wanted, blah, blah, blah. This home, it's just
nice.
Now you can email it to them and say, hey, check this out. I found this for you. You didn't have to write this email. It wrote it for you. Cut and paste. You're done.
And it's not going to add the listing to it for you yet, right?
You still have to do some work.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, come on, guys, you're still going to have to do a little bit of work.
But what's even better than that? Say that you don't even know how to write one. This, you don't want to do this first one, right? Where this guy custom updated single story. Because what do you write in there? I don't know. So I said, okay. I go, okay. Write a real estate MLS description for 1309 Brady Avenue, Modesto, California. Here it is.
Yep.
Welcome to 1309 Brady, a charming 3-bedroom, 2-bath located in the
And you didn't put any of that information in it.
I put the address.
That's all you did. I mean, it actually looked up county records and got the
which was wrong, right? Because I'm bigger than that, but that's okay.
Yeah, we always say we're bigger than that.
Whatever.
Come on.
And then I said, okay, more inclusive.
Yeah.
Right. Because Now that I found out that last one, more inclusive, makes it even better. And that's what it came up with. Perfect backyard for entertaining with covered patio, lush lawn, and storage shed. Yeah, I don't have a storage shed anymore.
It's a brand new pool.
But that's how it used to, it was online somewhere. Don't miss out on the opportunity. Now I can go, okay, now let's drop this in, and you've done your description for MLS, and it's exactly what you want. I'm just saying you can use this for so many things.
Absolutely.
Took it. I grabbed all the writing on my website for my personal website, and I dropped all that in, how to make it better, make it better, make it better. And now I got to have it all change, and it's going to drastically change what my website
looks like.
Because
it'll read so much better.
Right. So the problem we've run in the past is you have to know how to write things, right? When you do anything.
Well, it'd be good if you were a copywriter.
Right. But we're not.
Yeah.
And I asked it to. So yesterday we did our first interview on, I'm going to get out of this.
I like Voting Matters importance.
Well, that was, so what those was, I was playing with it because I'm like, I do radio, I do podcasts, write me a monologue for radio regarding voting. And it did. And then I asked it to do some other stuff with, for writing, so yesterday was so it was again as Aces 53, which is 4 aces and a joker, which has to do with attitude, commitment, enthusiasm, smile, which is the most important things in sales. And then that additional thing you bring to the table, which is a joker. And so I asked it, we had a guy coming on and I knew his bio. So I'm going to get out here. But so Brian Galkey took his information from the guy's website, dropped it in there and said, make this into a bio for it and change this. I then took that, dropped it in here, and I said, make it into a Facebook Live post.
Okay.
And it did.
Wow.
And then I said, okay, now take that information and create some questions regarding for the host to ask the guest. And it did.
Yeah. And what does this cost?
Nothing. It's free.
So far. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's going to be OpenAI because they want it to grow. The next version that's coming out is just going to, you think this blows you away? Wait till the next version comes out.
Yeah. When does this machine take over the world?
Next week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting movie.
Well, so everybody's worried about your job. No, what this is going to do is now, instead of wasting 2 hours a day on writing stuff that you have to think about, you don't have to. And
it still is not very good, to tell you the truth. You might think it's good, but if you compare the two.
What are you talking about? The two?
You write something and then this writes something.
Right.
Right.
And I'm saying it's going to, I'm sorry, copywriters, but so what's going to happen is all the copywriters are going to go, okay, I can do better. And then drop it. Hey, here's my better one that I did it through the same place you could do.
You know what? That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's just still did the work, right?
Right. And that's the thing, but it'll save time for everybody. And that means you're going to have more time to focus on your clients, focus on others. Because you can have, so my book's coming out February 14th, and like they send these emails to people and send this. And I'm like, okay, does not sound like me. I dropped that email in here and it made a huge difference in the email. And, and then I had it rewrite all my podcast descriptions about each, what I had for, what is Inner Edison and what is Helping the Brave, what is Real Estate Jerky.
Right.
And I had it rewrite all that stuff. And I got to say, I'm going to sound really good.
It makes it sound fantastic, right?
Yeah, because you would have to pay somebody thousands of dollars to do this, which now you can do in seconds, or it does in seconds, not you. The only problem you run into is that sometimes of the day it is being inundated by everybody.
Right. Like yesterday afternoon when I jumped on and it said we were at capacity. Sorry.
Yeah. So if you don't know what that is, so it's what did I say? It was chat
GBT. GBT.
Yeah.
What does the GPT stand for?
Great person technology. I have no idea.
Got big tunes.
Got big something.
Yeah. Oh, we digress.
And then I even went in because I had a mission statement and I had to rechange it better. And then I went back, and I'm just saying I've been playing around with this for days now because I heard about it and then I was like, and then I started using it.
Wait. What were you?
Yeah. All right. So back to my statement about how I was doing that for our thing yesterday. And it was writing questions, right? Because then the guy was coming on, he was certified by Zig Ziglar. I don't know if anybody knows this out here, but in Texas, when you went to high school, you actually had a course that
A
was
Zig Ziglar course?
that you took
Well,
in
how
school.
fantastic is that?
And see at the top. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was a course, and then a lot of everybody did it because Zig's from Texas,
Wow.
and that's where it's at. And I was like, okay, now that I asked these questions for the guest, now I said, first of all, I questioned. I said, tell me why Zig Ziglar was the best sales trainer, right? And it tells me all this, and then I asked it, okay, ask Zig Ziglar questions regarding, and I changed it to like his sales training questions so I can ask the guy about Zig and stuff like that.
Right.
And I was like, wow. So now I'm like, okay, when I'm on radio and I'm going to be doing stuff, I'm going to drop it in here and it'll do my monologue for me. It'll do my whole show. I don't have to stress over it.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to do with our script for the radio show. I'm going to drop it in there and rechange it and have it sound better. And that's the most important thing, is just make everything better.
I've got a saying, you don't know what you don't know. And a lot of times when you investigate a little bit about the person coming on, GPT,
generated pre-trained transformer.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh my goodness. They are real.
They are real.
Transformers are. I knew it. I knew Transformers were real.
Generative pre-trained transformer.
Thank you, Chris.
That is so cool. So it is going to take over the world.
Optimus Prime?
Yes. As long as it's not the evil one. Yeah. You don't know what you don't know. So you put in a guest, you investigate a little bit of stuff about them, you pop all that information in, and it comes up with some great questions.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you're going to do, you do those little speeches you do for all the realtor events and all that, and you need a monologue, and you want to blow that everything in there, and you say, okay, and then you have it done. You don't have to write it yourself for hours. You can tell it what you're looking for and have it done. I'm just saying, it's going to change your life. Yeah. It really is. Because everybody's like, the one guy put out there, and I can't remember his name, he did a whole YouTube video on it for like 11 minutes on how it's going to change certain industries and how it's going to destroy things, and comes back and is just like, okay, now we're bring it to where we are now.
Right.
It's going to make your day so much better, and use it for what it's there. There's so much you can use it for. I asked it to write, just messing around. I'm like, write me a business plan for a multi whatever $1 million mortgage company and how to get there. And it did. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying it will help you write things like you would not. And this is just this version, and the next one, like I said, is supposed to be.
I'm excited when I get back to the office to jump on it, in between other things, and play around with it like you've been doing, and actually maybe help out my website, stuff like that. So,
well, all you do is, I just cut and
paste,
but before that, say, drop it in there, because I messed up on a couple times. It takes a little bit to figure out how, but it's only limited by you,
right? And it takes you a little bit of time to be able to figure out how to talk to it,
right?
And what you're asking,
right?
For.
But you can ask it every time you put it in there. Write something, say, can you change this into different tones,
right?
I had an art. One of the guys that was talking about it, somebody asked it to write a legal argument regarding certain things, and the attorney that asked it had it worded it the way he would have done it,
right?
And it came back with the same argument that he's been working on for the last 4 years.
Wow.
I did it for something that's going on with me, and I asked it certain little things, and it wrote a legal argument of why it shouldn't happen.
Yeah, you were telling me about that the other day.
Yeah, and brought up California law and everything. So I'm going to give it to my attorney.
Here you go. Say these things.
According to AI, this is what you should. And again, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but if you just use it to help you with writing your descriptions for your MLS, writing descriptions for whatever you're going to do it for, writing your emails, changing certain things of the emails you send out. I'm going to go through and redo my, sorry if you're redundant late to the table. What AI are you talking about? Chat GPT. GPT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to that's
free.
Yeah. It's been out since November. A lot of people talking about there's all of a sudden, you know what? No longer are there the Bitcoin, the whole NFT coaches and all those other coaches. Now there is Chat GPT coaches. And it's like, really, do you really need that? No. But it's just go out there and play with it yourself, but it will help you in so many ways.
Yeah. And Mark, sometimes when you get on there and you ask it something, it may be at capacity because everybody seems to be using it. Just wait a while and go back on.
Yeah. I find, 8 o'clock at night. No, a ton of people aren't on there.
You're welcome,
sir. Yeah, it's just for everything. I was telling, I told Mark about it at Rotary. I've told a few people. I told you about it last week, and I told some other people. It's like and they're like, how much does it cost? It does. Well, yeah, it's free.
You figure, and I like the reason why it's free.
It's learning.
They want to grow it. They want it to learn so it can take over the world.
Right, because if you know anything about any of the AI, if you know about Google Assistant, right, one of the things they're talking about is eventually they're going to be sales AI, where you're no longer a person. It's going to be a computer calling people to sell them things.
Well, that's already happening.
Well, I'm not talking like dial a call. I'm talking like an actual computer talking to you and say, hi, how you doing today? I'm looking to schedule an appointment for so-and-so. There are that right now with Google AI. In 2018, they showed how it was calling to schedule an appointment for somebody for a haircut, and it was talking to a live person, and it was the AI scheduling,
and it was responding correctly to the live person.
And that was in 2018.
Yeah,
technology doubles and triples so much faster now.
It's science fiction.
I guess, how do we get on that? But I'm just saying it's going to change your life with
we
writing
started
emails.
Yeah.
And back to this when we were talking about the writing the description and then writing your email to your prospective buyer. I don't know if I said it, but then you could say, write me a Facebook post, write me an Instagram. You know what I mean? You can have it. Write me a script.
Tweet something.
Write me a script for a video so I can record a video for this and I can hit the important things. I'm just saying it's going to take the average person to make them that amazing person. So all of a sudden now everybody's going to be amazing, and it's going to take that next level.
Now who do we choose?
Yeah. Anyway,
interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's great to be alive this time. And I still want to thank Al Gore for creating the internet. If it wasn't for him,
where would we be?
That's right.
That guy is so cool.
I don't know about that.
Well, he did.
I want to thank him.
Hey, and as far as real estate world goes, we're just plugging away. Things are happening. Buyers are coming out of the woodwork again.
Because we're almost another point lower.
I know. And as this goes, we're going to be we're not going to see 50 offers on a home, but we will see 2 to 3. So you're going to be competing again. So right now is one of the best times to be able to purchase a property without competing against other buyers.
So
depending on the property.
I'm going to say you got about 60 days before it gets crazier.
Yeah, I agree.
Because now you're seeing on the news that every seller is giving concessions. It's a normal thing to give concessions out. Now, then the new seller is going to hear that, and they're going to be more apt to do that.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And and it's
not going to happen in every single case.
No.
There are still some sellers that are just like, no, I'm not doing that.
Right. And you can say your property stays on the market.
Yeah. Or the buyer says, yeah, I want the property, and moves forward and closes. So at least everybody knows what's going on.
Right.
Not like supposedly the people that, my roof leaks. I didn't know that when I bought it, and I got rid of all my contingencies. Well, you still had inspections. I'm hoping you did know. You just didn't get after it quick enough.
Well, that's why people are like, man, I've had to sign disclosures like 8 times. Every time anything happens on the loan, that's because in 2008, everybody came back and said,
no,
I didn't know I had an adjustable.
I didn't know I had to pay
signed
this
the
back.
addendum and that said it was, and the other thing that said it was after the note and everything else, and you still didn't know? Well, now
you didn't
guess what?
Explain it to me.
I just signed because he told me to sign.
Yeah.
Well, now that people are like, oh, I'm signing it so much, they don't even read it. So it's even worse now.
Yeah.
So
you still explain it to them.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's
even a person.
And you know what? And so much to a point where I wrote a book so that I can explain it way before not even talking to them. And again, that comes out February 14th. Financial Freedom, Building Personal Wealth Through Home Ownership.
It'll be on Amazon.com.
It'll be on Amazon. It'll be everywhere you find your nice books. Yeah. It'll be on Barnes & Noble online and everywhere else.
Barnes & Noble?
Yeah.
I miss Borders.
Well, are you saying you like Trump?
Anyway, no.
All right, make it a great day. We'll talk.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Yeah, be careful out there. It's going to be raining and raining and raining.
And this weekend, we are talking to City Councilman
Jeremiah
Williams, who represents District 5 in our city, our beautiful city. Power Talk 1360 KFIV. Saturday.
Are you asking or stating?
No, I'm stating.
Okay.
Saturday at noon, and if you miss it, it'll be Sunday at 10 o'clock.
That's correct.
A.M.
That is correct. All right,
Go.
everybody make it a great day. Playoffs.
Go get them. Watch some games. Niners at 1:30 tomorrow.
I wonder who Broncos are gonna get for a coach, because we need one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because we have talent. We just need a good coach.
Yeah. Go to some high school.
Bye,
guys.
Bye. Make it a great day.